Welcome to episode 54 of Regen Rovers, where today it is time for the playoffs. We're going to be taking on Wrexham in the semi-final of the Vanarama National League playoffs in today's episode. So a game away from home against Wrexham and then at home in Reigate. And then hopefully, if we can get through this tie, we will take on the winner of Barrow versus York in the final of the playoffs in episode 55. We've never lost against Wrexham, so that's a positive. Then again, we had never lost against Lincoln, and I went absolutely doolally and decided to go overload against them, and we lost 3-2. If we'd managed to win that game, of course, we'd have won the league. But unfortunately, I did lose it a little bit towards the end of the season, didn't I? I got desperate because we had a bad run of games where I was failing to score, and we're starting to the wheels were coming off the bus. And I thought, well, I've got nothing to lose in a way. I'm just going to go overload and try and get goals. And we did get goals, but we also conceded goals. And it was disappointing in the end. But at the same time, remember, we were predicted to finish bottom of the league, I think, again this season. And we finished second. And we still have a chance to go up. So it's not all doom and gloom, despite some of you guys maybe being a little bit disappointed. As I am. I'm disappointed, of course. It's natural. But we still have hope. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with today's Fan Corner. Yep, haven't had Fan Corner the last few episodes. You may have gathered that I basically recorded the last 4 episodes in bulk in one day and then uploaded it over the Christmas period whilst I was busy doing other things. And that's the reason why I did that rather than one long episode. I didn't want there to be a big gap between episode 49 and episode 50 because I had a long episode and wasn't able to spread out episodes over Christmas. So hopefully you enjoyed that. And of course there's lots of you that are busy over the Christmas period, meaning that you didn't have time to watch Regen Rovers. So there was no point going too far into the future over that time and then you having to catch up loads. Whereas now you've only missed a few games, you know we're in the playoffs, and we're ready to rumble against Wrexham, who have got a massive stadium, by the way. 15,500 seater stadium, I think. Jack Young is back from injury, although I don't think he'll be playing a part, I'm afraid. But here we go. Wrexham, 15,000 tickets expected to be sold. Their average attendance is 5,222, so it's a massive game for Wrexham. We're taking 500 people there apparently, so thanks for coming along, guys, to this match. This is the team I'm going with then. I've decided to go with the counter tactic because I think so many of you are pretty upset with me playing overload. Overload can work if you've got the right personnel or you're playing the right tactic. Overload can be very effective, as it has been at times this season for me, remember. I wouldn't be where I was if I hadn't gone overload at times in this season. And I went overload for entire games. Not that often, but for some games I did go overload. And it worked well. However, towards the end of the season, it didn't work, did it? And we didn't pick up enough points to finish top. So I've decided to play it a bit safer. We're going with the talking about regeneration tactic, which is a counter-structured tactic, hopefully a bit more solid. It's still got high tempo, and we're looking for the overlap with these traditional wing-backs rather than inverted wing-backs. Drury's going to play as the advanced playmaker. That's the one weakness to my team. I don't really have anyone that can naturally play there, which is a little bit annoying. But we're going to give Drury a go behind Orford and Scott. Now I'm going with these two because I think over the entire season those two have been my best strikers. Orford's only got 8 goals and he hasn't scored for ages, but he really adds a lot to the team. His morale's actually very high at the moment. Some of the team, the morale's a bit weak because of our bad run of results, I suppose. But Orford has been a key member of the team. He's got assists, as has Chris Scott, who's got 14 goals, second top goal scorer. He's also got a lot of assists for us. He hasn't played particularly well lately, but let's just give them a go. Palmer has probably been our best striker recently, but I don't like his consistency level is poor. He scored a hat-trick this season, so that's inflated his goals record, I would say. And players like Jack Young, of course, have had terrible seasons with injury. He's only scored 1 goal, and it's just not been good for him. He's done well in the under-23s lately, though. Darren Miller, another inconsistent player, suffered from injuries, done okay in the under-23s, played quite well when he has played, but I don't think he's quite up to this level for us. So That's why I'm going with this team. Grant Moore's on the bench. We've got Holmes, Sawyer, Chick and Palmer as well. Chick is the alternative option up front, of course. Let's do this! Thank you for the continued support over the Christmas period. It was amazing, and to get over 500 likes on episode 52 so we could have a double upload day was brilliant. Of course, it did mean I didn't upload yesterday, but it was a bank holiday in this country, in the UK. So I went for a nice walk with my wife. We went up Old Winchester Hill in the South Downs, for those of you that know the area. Lovely, lovely views from up there. And it was a brilliant sunny day. Very cold, but beautiful sunny day. So that's what I was doing. But we're back to business now. Regular uploads at the normal time. 3:30 in the UK during the week. Weekends it varies a bit. But hopefully we'll get some consistency going. I mean, I was consistent over the Christmas period, really. There was only Christmas Day and yesterday that I didn't upload, I think. Possibly another day. Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed the content over the Christmas period. And of course, Emulating Jack Young is starting soon. Thank you for those of you that did sign up. Can we get an early goal here? It's back into the box. Marlowe! Oh, he's hit the post. Very unlucky there. There was a half chance of Marlowe. We hit the woodwork twice already. Very unfortunate. As Tim Green picks up a bruised rib, but I think he can play on with a bruised rib, don't you? I think this was the lucky jumper that got us promoted, so this is why I'm wearing it again. Let's hope it works its magic. But we're away from home against Wrexham, a good team of course, but they did finish 5th, so it's a team we should be beating. But then again, the fifth place team often is the team with the most momentum going into the playoffs, because they've maybe just about grasped the last playoff place after winning a few games, and they've taken the lead here. Oh, it's offside, fortunately. Don't know what's happened to him. But that's a penalty. Reece Walker, I swear, gives away a lot of penalties. And it looks like we're going to go 1-0 down just before half-time. Perhaps a counter-tactic isn't the right approach for the second half if we're 1-0 down. I think we're going to have to attack, aren't we? And up steps Dyson, who beats Sivzelis. There's still a second leg, remember, though. Even if we lose this game, at home we might be able to turn it around. We can still win out there tonight. The morale is just awful. And I did do a team meeting, and it worked okay. It put everyone's morale up from poor to okay, to be honest. Perhaps we are just going to have to play 3 up front again, or I can just go attacking with this current tactic. Push the defence up a bit, roam from positions, be more expressive. That's the right thing to do, I think. Let's just stick at this. Cobbock, guys. Do it for the fans. A couple of you have said maybe I should deliberately lose the playoffs. Maybe that's what I'm doing. No. Simply because... Oh, is this a chance? It's a penalty for us, and Marlowe can step up, hopefully, and score. But yeah, someone said we should deliberately lose because Football League will be too tough for us at this point, and it could ruin us. It's a valid point, but come on, Marlowe. He scores 1-1. Good, solid penalty from Marlowe. That's what I like to see, and we will continue to attack in the second half, I think. I want to win games, and I can't deliberately lose. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If we're meant to go up, we will go up. If we're not meant to go up, then it won't happen, and we'll spend another season in this division. Okay, it's time to make changes. Spencer Drew's going to come off. He's quite tired. Dibber's going to go there, and I'm going to bring Sawyer on there and swap him with Marlowe. And then Chris Scott's going to come off. It's not really been his day. Craig Palmer's going to come on as an advanced forward. And that's it for now. Charlie Lofts. The defence has not had a good day. Walker, 6.2. Lofts, 6.5. Danny By is pretty knackered. I could take him off, but he's looking motivated, so I won't. We can't take off the captain, Danny By. Even if he's got half a leg left, I'd still keep him on. Here come Wrexham then. Are they going to score again and ruin the party? Cobbock, guys, get in there, win it back and counter-attack. I think this is the time to go counter again, isn't it? Except they might score. If they score, then I can't go counter. I'll have to leave it on attacking. If this bit of play results in no goal, then we're going counter. Danny By does well. Can Marlowe win the header? No, he can't. And here come Wrexham, who've had a lot of possession here. And you can guarantee this is going to be a goal because of the build-up play. You can just feel it in your bones. In this situation, it's quite obvious. What did I say? It's Football Manager, you're too predictable, my friend. We're 2-1 down, and we're going to have to... Let's go to... What I'm going to do is we're going to bring Brady Chick on, the hero, for Orford. And, in fact, no, that's too defensive. We're going to bring him on for Dibber. And Orford will play as a poacher on the left. This is the old basically the tactic, the other tactic, I could just swap it to the inverted wingless, but what we're going to do is we're going to pump it up, go route 1. I don't want to go overload because I think that's probably a bit stupid at this stage. We've still got another half of football essentially to play, another whole game, so we're only at half time and the game's decided to get stuck. Can we equalise again in this game then? Come on, let's be positive. No depression today. Unless they score again, then to be honest this tie could be over. The second place team always does badly in the playoffs, I find, compared to the 5th place. Here's Parber though. Can we get the equaliser? Parber goes for goal, hits the woodwork, and it's knocked away. 18 shots to our 14. There's no away goals in the playoffs, I don't think, so the away goal doesn't count for anything. But can we get a late equaliser? Corner crossed in from Parber. This would be crucial. Come on, Parber, put it back into the mix-up. It is. It's headed away. Marlowe, bye. Have a shot, someone. This is the... What's he doing? Bye. Why are you time wasting? Seriously. And then Sawyer trips over the ball. And we've lost 2-1 in the first game, but it's not the end of the world. I'm going to say unlucky, just to keep their spirits up. We've got another game to get this. What do I do tactically though? Do I go with the same thing? I can't go counter, can I? Barrow beat York City in the other leg, so the 2nd and 3rd place teams have lost 2-1. But they're expected to win. They're at home, aren't they? Got the washing up in the background again. The plight of lower league management, eh? Don't even have a mouse pad. I'm using a National Geographic magazine as a mouse pad. Sellout expected for the Wrexham game. So this could be our highest ever attendance. Apparently 1,000 Wrexham fans are coming to our 4,085 capacity ground. Exciting times. Okay, I'm going with this, but we're changing it. We're going to regular wingbacks. I know a lot of you just don't like the fact I'm using inverted wingbacks. Some people think they're overpowered since they changed them. So now they work by coming in field, but there are people on Twitter, you may have heard of Cleon, who believes it is basically, it's not cheating to use them, but they're exploiting the game because they are so effective. But I think it's if you've got players that can dribble, whereas I don't really have players that can dribble. Tim Green has 8, so that's probably why he's doing much better than Warren, who only has 3 on dribbling. So if you've got inverted wingbacks that can dribble, they are very overpowered. Apparently they're like Lionel Messi, but we've not seen that because we don't really have good players. So I'm going to regular wing backs to keep you guys happy. We're going to play Orford again. Drury's going to play on the right as an advanced forward, and Scott. Actually, no, Scott was not good enough. He's going to be our super sub. He's quite an effective substitute. We're going to play Palmer. We're going to play Orford and Drury up front. Do I go with a third striker rather than a midfielder in Sawyer? Because Sawyer, I just don't think he's good enough. I think it would be better off putting Miguel on the bench because he's versatile. He can play in multiple positions. Now, we're not going to play narrow anymore. We're going to play balanced football. And we will look for the overlap from the wing backs. I think that's quite effective. And we're going to go for a mixed passing approach. Let's go for that. Now, we're still familiar, so there's no problems with the tactical instructions there, apart from width, because obviously we've been playing narrow football, so we're only accomplished at the width attribute at the moment. This is it then, chaps. Our last chance. You can probably see why I didn't really use the counter tactic regularly this season, because it's not particularly effective. It's resulted in a 2-1 defeat. We only managed to score from a penalty, and that's why I decided to go 3 up front, because we were struggling to score goals with only 2 up front, and of course over the last couple of seasons playing 3 up front, it's done very well. They're going with a 4-4-2 though, which is the tactic we generally struggle against most. I mean, I could come up with a 4-4-2 myself, but I can't just throw in a new tactic for a playoff final. It would not end well. I have to go with what we know, to be honest. Let's avenge what happened. That was our first defeat against Wrexham. What was I saying? We've never lost against Wrexham. Of course, we go and lose. And we need a win. Come on. Please. Please do it. If it's meant to be, then please let us go through to the playoff final. It's a great experience for us getting into the playoffs. Even if we do not go through, at least we can say we're experienced for future playoffs, I suppose. I just don't... Oh, it's a free kick. Palmer hits the wall. Why was he taking the free kick? I don't know. I don't think he's that good, but this is an opportunity. Oh, Dibber does well. It's over to Drury. He has to finish. He doesn't, of course. He hates the one-on-ones. Why does Drury always miss one-on-ones? It's very frustrating. Is this an opportunity? Warren, it's in the back of the net. I think it bounced off Lofts unintentionally. But we're 1-0 up. Charlie Lofts with a crucial goal. He's been a complete failure at times for Regen Rovers, but this season he's been pretty good. And he gets very lucky with this. Warren just slams it. It hits Lofts on the head and goes into the back of the net, into the top left-hand corner. That's brilliant. And this is another opportunity. Warren into Lofts, into Orford. It's back to Drury, who does score this time, and suddenly we're 2-0 up after 9 minutes. Our top goal scorer this season with 17 goals now. He's inconsistent, but he's the striker we need at times. And Orford was tackled, but Drury just stepped up first time finish, curled it round the keeper into the far corner. And we're 2-0 up suddenly. I'm thinking, why didn't I use this in the other game? Here's Marlowe, into Dibber, into Orford, back to Marlowe. Christian Marlowe into Dibber. It's back to Marlowe. This is nice play. It's a lovely ball to Tim Green, who puts a ball in, and Drury at the back post makes it 3-0. What the hell is going on in this game? 18th goal of the season. He does a little flip. The Regen Rovers fans are going mental in the corner there. We should name the corner something like, I don't know, the Jack Young cage, I don't know, something where all the hardcore fans go into that corner. If anyone can think of a good name, let me know. Here's Orford, through to Drury. Can we make it 4? We are completely destroying Wrexham. Drury looking for his hat-trick, slams it well wide. But this has been a remarkable first half performance from us. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not complaining. Well, I'm keeping the tactic like this for a long time now. Of course, it could just be a fluky result, but we are 3-0 up at half-time. Craig Palmer's not done particularly well, 6.6, but it doesn't matter. Start, second half, we might as well leave it the same. I could go to counter, I could go defensive, but sometimes the best form of defence is attack. Let's go with that philosophy. It's done as well, most of the time this season. Here's Subzelis into Lofts. Can we make it 4? They're going to get a goal back. Orford back to Dibber. He's just contemplating life there and plays it over to Warren, who puts it back to Dibber, who then plays it lovely. But oh, that was beautiful football. And Orford hits the post. That was very unlucky from Orford. But that build-up play was beautiful. I'm going to take off Marlowe. We're going to bring on Kevin McGowan, the ball in the midfielder role. Give Marlowe a rest. Hopefully, we're going through to this playoff final now. And I'm going to take off Orford for Brady Chick. And we might take Palmer off towards the end of the game. But he's actually quite fit. He's on 81%. Just not having the best of games up front. But it doesn't matter, because Spencer Drury has scored 2 goals. He should have had a hat-trick, really, after that. He misses the easy chances. That's the problem with Spencer Drury. Dibber back to Warren. Is this going to be a goal? No, it's knocked away. Tim Green, come and get back, my friend. Run for Regen Rovers. Danny Bye does well, though. It's back to Walker. Plays it into Brady Chick, who can't win the ball. And it might be time to go counter now and just close the game down a bit. But Stora makes it 3-1. And now it's 4-3. And suddenly they're back in this game with 18 minutes to go. That's a bit annoying. What do I do for the last 10 minutes? Inevitably, they're going to score. We're going to stop looking for the overlap and I'm basically just trying to close out the game. Oh, screw it. It's worked for us this season when I've had to go defensive, surprisingly. So let's just do that. Let's just close out the game. And I'm going to bring Holmes on for Palmer, who will go into defence. This is the sensible thing to do. This is what you're meant to do in this situation. Let's play an anchor man. Let's play Chick as support. We'll play defensive wing backs. There we go. This should hopefully work. And I should have gone structured. They've won a corner. We're terrible at corners. Oh, it's wide. And Danny Bye blocked it, in fact. Well done, Danny Bye. We've had 17 shots to their rate. They've not been in the game at all. And suddenly they're back in the game. But Dibber does well there. Come on, lads. Hold on for this 4-3 aggregate win. It's been a brilliant second performance from us. 8 seconds, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes! We're in the playoff final, guys. Oh, that's a relief, isn't it? That is a real relief. Thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Yes, we're through. And who we're going to be taking on? We're playing Barrow. Ooh. Thank you for watching episode 54 of Regen Rovers. We are through to the playoff final after a little bit of a hiccup in that first game. The second performance from us was marvellous. till the last sort of 15 minutes or so, when it was a bit nerve-wracking. But we held on, and we are in the playoff final. Are we going to Wembley? Is it played at Wembley? I don't know. Where is it being played? Let me know. I want to know. I don't know. Oh well, we'll find out. Please smash that like button for today's achievement. Make sure you check out episode 55, the playoff final. Cheer on the guys. We can do this. Come on, you younglings. P.S. Yes, it's been played at Wembley. I just didn't read properly. Brilliant stuff. Our first appearance at Wembley ever. Ooh.